Crafters, Andrea here. I just thought I'd share a quick video sharing 5 things that you don't know about me. And I wanted to just kind of share this video because I notice a lot of people are starting to come from behind the cameras, so that way we can put a face to a voice and some hands, which I think is great because I kind of feel like then I know the people a little bit more, and I hope you enjoy this video. The first thing you don't know about me is I live in Holland, Ohio, and we moved to this house 2 years ago. And this house was formerly owned by Allison Stoner's father, which for those of you who don't know who Allison Stoner is, this is Allison. She was the smart aleck tomboy in Cheaper by the Dozen 1 and 2, the remake, and she was also in Camp Rock. We didn't know this when we bought the house. We didn't know until after we moved in and neighbors started to come around and say, "Do you know who lived there? Do you know who lived there?" We're like, no. See, the next thing you don't know about me is I am actually a licensed nail technician. I've never used my license, but I am licensed in the state of Indiana, which is where I'm from. And I went to school to do nails. Originally I went to school to be a cosmetologist, and when I started a week or 2 into it, I was just like, wow, this is just way too much hair. I didn't want to cut hair. So I just realized, oh, this is just too much. So I switched over just to doing nails. Great job. But I started getting migraines while I was going to school for it, and I couldn't figure it out. And I also started getting allergies and couldn't figure it out. Well, it is the products that were causing these problems. The odor from them are just so intense. So then I switched to low odor, and I was still getting them. So at the time I was getting my license, I was a single mother. I have a now 16-year-old daughter who is from my first marriage, and so I was doing it all on my own, and I needed a steady income. And when you start out with any kind of licensing, you really have to build your clientele, and I just didn't have the time to do that because I was too busy being a mother and I needed a steady paycheck. So I just took on a regular job, and then I met my current husband, which 3 days after we got married, we moved to Tennessee, and I lived there for about 1.5 years, and that leads me into another thing that you don't know about me. The gym recreational center we belong to, we were there the day that they taped the movie 21 Grams with Sean Penn, which was really, really exciting. They taped several scenes right in the juice bar area right across from the racquetball area. So it was pretty exciting. I've never been to a movie set, and I love movies. I could watch movie after movie after movie, so that was pretty cool. Another thing that you don't know about me, my birthday is June 1st, which I share a birthday with Alanis Morissette and the Biggie, which is Marilyn Monroe. So therefore I collect Marilyn Monroe things because we share the same birthday, which has slowed down quite a bit because I didn't really have any place to stick all my Marilyn Monroe stuff, which I just recently got some stuff out that I've been collecting since I was 16. I didn't have an official place to put them. I put some things up here in my scrapbook room, but my mother just gave me a beautiful oak curio cabinet where I could put a lot of my collection. And one item from my collection I carry with me all the time, which is a tattoo that my husband bought me a couple years ago. So I think that's the greatest part of my collection. And let's see, lastly, I worked at Michael's Arts and Crafts. When we lived in Indiana, for a short time we lived in Lafayette for about 5 years. Go Purdue. I just went to get a seasonal job, and I thought it would be great to go get a job at a craft store. I was just getting involved with paper crafting and scrapbooking, and I thought, oh, that would be a dream job. So I applied and I got hired, and I just was planning on working like 3 months, which their seasonal period starts from anywhere from August to October to the week of Christmas. Sometimes it might go a couple weeks past Christmas, but generally it's only 3 or 4 months. Well, when it was time for me to be finished with that job, they decided to hire me permanently, and at the same time they made me a front-end supervisor. So I did that for several years, and then I switched over to the detail team, which you come in really early in the morning, and that's when you kind of downstock things and do counts and straighten the store and stuff like that. I did that for a short period of time, and then a position opened up to be an event coordinator, which, for those of you who don't know what an event coordinator is they do a lot of the samples in the store. They assist with the floral counter, making some samples there. They also do the kids club, or now called the NAC. They also do the make it take it's, do some demonstrations, and they also are the, I guess, department head for the teachers, the craft teachers like Wilton, jewelry making, so on and so forth. And I did that up until I left, which I was at Michael's for 4.5 years. I did that up until we moved to Ohio. So those are 5 things that you don't know about me. Sorry if I kind of rambled on and on. But I hope you enjoy this, and I hope you enjoy the fact that you get to see a face with not only just a name and some hands and a voice. I promise I will get my craft room video up here soon. I know I keep promising every time I do a video that I'm going to do one. I know I enjoy seeing other people's craft room and get really great ideas for storage from that. I started to do it a few weeks ago, but my husband was home. The kids were at school, but my husband was at home. And he kept calling for me from downstairs. All I heard was, honey, sweetie, do you know where? So it was nerve-wracking, so I just gave up. I also know that my video is going to be several parts, so that's another reason I have put off doing it, because I hate editing, and since I'm not very good at doing the videos without saying a lot of ums and getting sidetracked and everything else, there's a lot of editing. So there you go. There's another for you. I will try to get that up here in the next few weeks. We've got a lot of things coming up. I got a nephew's graduating, so we got to go out of town for that. And with the kids getting out of school and my birthday and stuff like that, I will try. It might work at one part at a time, but I would definitely try to get that done in the next couple weeks. So I hope everyone enjoyed it. Just stay tuned to my channel and see what's happening. I know that I just finished up the tag swap with the Pretty Paper Boutique, and I should be receiving my tags here shortly, and I will do a video for that. And I also just finished up with the Cricut cut swap that Momo's hosted, and I will be sending off those today. And my partner was Felisa with Vaslone, and so I'll share that when I'll probably do that video today, so that way you can see what I send her, because I don't know if she'll do a video of what she received, and then I'll do a video when I get hers. So I hope everyone has a great day and stay crafty.